Well, today is a big day. We just left the house. Brandon and his family moved in. Joel's all set. Brandon's all set. We'll actually have to go back tomorrow and help a little bit organizing. But so they're happy and moved in. And we have everything that we own in this Jeep and in Clark. And there's so many questions.
Who's Clark?
Clark. So we named the Jeep Lewis, and our Clark is our trailer, which is a makeshift. What is it called? It's not makeshift.
It's a 50-year-old boat trailer that's been turned into an expedition trailer.
Yes, thank you to his brother Dan that made it. So it's our expedition trailer named Clark. And so anyways, we'll give you a little tour in a minute, but it was just a big day. So today is July 1st. So yesterday was your final day at work, my final day at work, and today I turned in the laptop and the keys, and all the security switched over to the new director, and we just wish and pray for the center and the new director, and wish her well. Angel, you're going to do a great job. And you?
I think for me, just, there's been a lot of response on my LinkedIn in particular to a lot of people that are wishing us well. Probably not going to be able to get back to all of you, but I am reading the comments, and I really appreciate it. It's encouraging to me. So, especially some of my older colleagues that I haven't talked with for years, just mentioning, wishing us well on our trip and praying for us and everything. So I really appreciate that a lot. Today I think right now we're both tired. We've been up since 6 o'clock this morning doing the final move, and I think we're both a little discouraged too, because even though we've spent a year preparing for this, at least 6 months knowing that we were actually going to do this, we are not as trimmed down as we hoped. And we got to do another paring down, and you'll see that in a minute when we kind of show you the rig and do a quick overview of what we've got. But yeah, thank you all for your kind words and your encouragement. Definitely going to need that a lot over the next couple days. We're headed down to my folks' house, and my father's going to give me a hand making some of the last few changes that we need on the Jeep, or the trailer on Clark, before we head off. And that might be another thing, is just we're doing a bit of a soft start. We started doing the 251 Club in Vermont back 5 years ago.
Yep.
We're about a third of the way done. It always seems like we've got more than that. So we're actually going to start off by completing the 251, or trying to. We did have one of our friends encourage us that we want to be having fun and not just do it for the sake of doing it. So we're going to give it a stab over the next probably month in total, as we're making tweaks to the camper, tweaks to the truck. We'll be going out and checking out the rest of Vermont, and then August is going to be our big push to go up to Maine, and then September we're headed down to Virginia, and that'll kind of be our big push before we head out west in October.
Right. So for those of you that don't know what the Vermont 251 Club is there's 251 towns or boroughs or cities in Vermont, and it's a club that you visit each one of those. Originally, we were trying to find, back in 2020, we were trying to find a waterfall or a water feature or something that we love in each town. And, That took a lot longer.
There are only about 180 waterfalls
Waterfalls.
in Vermont, so we were never going to complete it on that anyways.
Right.
So we're going to try to do the sections of the Northeast BDR that align with the towns that we have,
Yep.
and then just visit the state parks and just take a couple days in each area specifically for that.
Yeah. So more, I know a lot of questions were on YouTube and on Facebook and what have you. So we'll give a little bit more videos, kind of explaining what our adventure is all about, and as we go along. But this is a big day. This is a big day that we are out of the house officially, and
Both retired.
we're both retired as of today. And hello July. And hello new life, and hello new season.
I did have a little funny thing happen today, which was nothing big, but just it was about 10 o'clock. I had already dropped Cindy off, and I got a spam call looking for the director of IT at Nolato. I'd forgotten to turn off the forwarding from my office extension to my cell phone, so I had a quick call with the IT guy that's left there, Alan, and asked him to switch it off. But I thought I had gotten everything yesterday. I turned off, uninstalled Outlook, uninstalled all my Microsoft stuff that was linked to Nolato, and thought I had it all, and then I get a call in the middle of the morning. So I think the other little bit of news we did get out, we tackled a little bit of the BDR on Sunday.
After church.
After church, we took off, and we did the section from Washington to Reigate in Vermont. None of the towns we needed for the 251,
No.
but it was a fun little trial. We had half of our house. We had the truck loaded up with half our house, and didn't have any casualties because of that. And that little stretch of road is actually quite fun. I wouldn't have wanted to do it in mud season, but this time of year there was just a little bit of mud, but mostly it was just ledge and just a nice, slow,
dry pack
country ride. So definitely, if you're into overlanding or a little bit of off-roading, it's not going to be a crazy adventure, and I hope nobody goes out and tears the trails up, but it was definitely a nice little country drive. We needed it. It took us about 3 hours to do 40 miles, but it was worth it, so definitely keep that in mind. And now, before we fall asleep, we'll take you outside and give you a quick overview of Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark.
Okay, so this is Lewis. This is our main power plant. It's nothing special. It's a stock Gladiator Sport. Honey, if you come over here, I'll kind of... It's a little messy. Like I said, we're a little overloaded. But we have our Bouge RV cooler up here, and that we were actually able to get all of our refrigerator into. We couldn't bring all our freezer, but I was surprised. It has a lot of capacity. We actually have what we need. Down here, we've got a 2,000 watt hour battery pack and inverter setup. We'll see how it works. It's a newer product of theirs, but that's kind of our plant. We've also, in the back, you won't be able to see it, but we do have a Starlink setup up and over, and so that's going to give us internet and help us to navigate while we're on the trail. in the back, we've got our half of our house. We've got our toilet, a bunch of containers. We do have our 2 folding kayaks, which we're anxious to get out there and take a look at. And then over here we have Clark. So this is, like I said, this is a 1971 trailer that my brother converted. So without getting into it too much, we got a 4x8 or 4x7 box that is our storage in here. Got a spot for our poles, and then we've got a full king-size tent up top and a room that goes along with that. And so that's kind of our expedition trailer and our truck setup. Where am I going? Open it up, let you guys see in. And it is packed. It's a little tighter than we expected. So, but we've been camping in it once, as some of you know, and we'll be out doing a lot more of that soon.
So a lot of you were hoping to have a tour of Lewis and Clark, and
Start over.
oh, start over. So a lot of you wanted to have a tour of Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. That's it. Okay?
Come on.
Huh?
Let's see if we can do this. So, thank you all for joining us,
Yes.
and we will talk to you again soon.
Yep.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye. Mm-hmm. Yeah.